Welcome back to Vlad TV. We got the legendary Fredro Starr in the building once again.
It's good.
How you feeling?
Long night.
What happened? I know you were at the Nas Wu-Tang show.
Yeah, man. I saw the Nas Wu-Tang show last night in LA. It was crazy. You know what's crazy? I actually saw the whole show from a fan's perspective. You know what I'm saying? I didn't go backstage. I love Wu. Those are my brothers. We've been on tours. I love Nas. But I wanted to see the show from the crowd. You know what I'm saying? And I had the best time of my life, man. Shout out to Idi Amin, my man Mac Mason. We ran up in there, my man Baguettes. We ran up in there. I saw the show. Dope show. That lets you know what we do from my era, the golden age of hip-hop, what I call it the platinum age, is you can do it forever. It was packed. The whole shit was packed.
It was sold the fuck out.
Sold the fuck out. Real hip-hop music. Niggas is rhyming on stage. LL came out. The queen of hip-hop came out. Mary J came out.
Mary J came out?
Killed it. You know what I'm saying? Method Man was in the building. It was a good night, man. Lot of trees. We was doing what we wanted to do in the arena. They was letting it go down. You know what I'm saying? So we had a good time. Yeah.
What was the best part for you?
When Nas dropped, represent, that shit shook the building. That song's crazy, man. That shit, I think, because we was like, yo, song of the night. But that was the song of the night for me. You know what I'm saying? That shit was crazy.
I remember I saw Nas one time and like, for some reason, his performance of One Mic just was like, it just touched my heart.
That was the last joint, One Mic. That was ill too. But that represent. You know, that's the era I'm from.
Right.
You know, I'm from 93. That's the 93 era. You know what I'm saying? That's the original, that's Nasty Nas era. You know what I'm saying? So yeah, that shit was crazy. But the whole show was dope, you know what I'm saying? LL came out, he killed it. You know, it's always good to see LL, the GOAT of this whole rap shit. Came out and murdered it. You know what I'm saying?
Speaking of, we definitely got to touch on this. I don't know if you saw, but DJ Akademiks called hip-hop pioneers dusty and broke. LL Cool J actually called him out on that.
Yeah, and Russell.
Yeah, and Fat Joe.
A lot of people called him out. Kid Capri called him out. But the illest one who called him out was MC Shan.
What'd he say?
MC Shan gave it to him. MC Shan was like, yo, you know how MC Shan come? He comes straight from the bridge, you know what I'm saying? He kept it crazy. But back to the question, Akademiks, you know, he just talks, man. You know, that's what he gets paid to do. He gets paid to talk. And when you talk a lot, sometimes you're gonna say some stupid shit. You know what I'm saying? That's just what happens when you talk a lot. You know, he's just sitting there talking, blah, 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 just saying some random regular shit that he probably never even thought nothing about it when he said it. It was just like, whatever. But it triggered hip hop because you talking about people who built the culture. And when you building a culture, when them dudes was doing it, there was no money. There was no internet. It wasn't taken over yet. You know what I'm saying? By the masses yet. It wasn't that yet. It was just building. So of course, most of the guys are not gonna be financially situated. You know what I'm saying? But most of the guys are. You know what I'm saying? You got guys still doing shows, still making money, still got fans wanting their autographs, still going taking flights. So hip hop is forever. So what he said is not true. You know what I'm saying? You got some new niggas that's dusty. I see a couple of new niggas that's dusty too in hip hop.
Right.
You gonna always have the niggas that get money and the niggas that don't get money. That's just, it doesn't matter the age. So he, like I said, he was just talking shit. That's what Akademiks does. He just talks shit. You know what I'm saying? And I agree. Kid Capri, he should take the name DJ off his name because I ain't see the nigga cut nothing yet. I ain't see the nigga do nothing yet. So DJ Akademiks, I don't know about what the fuck is the DJ for.
Right.
And he said some slick shit about me too when I see him. What'd
he say?
I don't know, but it is what it is. Niggas talk shit.
For sure.
You know, I address it when I see him.
For sure.
Yeah.
It's interesting because I actually interviewed Smooth B for Vlad.
Mm-hmm.
I think it was last week, he called Akademiks goofy.
Whatever you want to call him, man. You know what I'm saying? We sitting here talking about the nigga right now.
Right, exactly.
So at the end of the day, it's all entertainment. Nobody should take nothing too personal in this game. And just get your money, man. Like, you know, niggas gonna say shit. What you gonna do? Fucking jump out the window because the nigga said something? You know what I'm saying? Long as niggas ain't really, you know, hurting nothing, it is what it is.
You didn't feel attacked at all?
Me?
Mm-hmm.
I ain't dusty. I'm a fly nigga. I'm far from dusty.
Facts.
That's before I even picked up a mic.
Yeah.
Always was a fly nigga.
Right.
So he definitely ain't talking about me.
Yeah.
That shit ain't... No, I don't feel nothing. He ain't talking to me.
Right.
But I understand why people are mad, because when I look back and see some of the pioneers of hip-hop, you can't disrespect the pioneers. You got to respect the forefathers of the game. I respect everybody in hip-hop. All the OGs that came before me, I respect all of them. I hold them to the highest plateau. You know what I'm saying? Absolutely. Because they are the ones who made me fall in love with this shit. I love hip-hop. Maybe he don't love hip-hop. Maybe he's just in it for something else. I love hip-hop. And if you love hip-hop, how could you disrespect the people who created it?
That's actually what LL Cool J said. He said,
you know what I'm saying?
He was just talking about, regardless of the money, like, they made a contribution to the culture.
Right. Because you look at, like he said, you look at entertainers back in the days, the Marvin Gayes, and just anybody before us that was doing their thing, the Martin Luther Kings. You didn't look how much money they had. It wasn't about money. It was about what they were doing, the change they were making. You know what I'm saying? The contribution to life. That's what the fuck means something. That's what's gonna stay. You know what I'm saying?
Facts. Speaking of, how was Rock the Bells?
Rock the Bells concert?
Yeah.
That shit was crazy.
In New York, right?
Yeah, it was in New York. It was hot as a motherfucker. You know what I'm saying? But it was crazy. It was like hip hop came back to Queens. You know, it was like almost in my hood. I'm from South Side. It was like right up the way. You know what I'm saying? It was Queens was in the building. You know what I'm saying? So everybody was coming to Queens. You know what I'm saying? And it was good. Rock the Bells showed love. Everybody did their thing. It was like hip hop, like I say, is like high school. Hip hop is like high school, you know what I'm saying? Everybody was like a high school reunion. You know what I'm saying?
That must be fun though.
Yeah, it's fun. Some people you ain't seen in a while, you get to chop it up, you know, blow it down with niggas, and it was cool. Cool.
I love it.
Yeah.
Who was the best set for that?
The best set for Rock the Bells? Onyx. Nah.
I love it.
The best set, I mean, besides us, because, you know, we do our thing, everybody did their thing. Everybody. Nori came out with his crew. You know, Nori brought out Tragedy. That was crazy. You know what I'm saying? Capone came out with Nori. It was that was a highlight for me. You know what I'm saying? Because TONY, when we perform overseas, that's the record I tell every DJ, yo, play this record before we perform. I want to set the tone. So I play TONY before we start our set. You know what I'm saying? So that record, when I heard it live, that's what, you know what I'm saying? That's what part of our shit.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? When we over in Europe or anywhere, we play TONY. We from New York. TONY, you know what I'm saying? Top of New York. You know what I'm saying? That we let niggas know. That's the tone we set. So that record was the record for me that day. Rock the Bells. That was that record.
Speaking of Nori, how was Drink Champs?
They just won an award. BET Award. Shout to Nori. Shout to Effin. You know what I'm saying?
Shout out to Effin.
Yo, shout to the whole, you know, Drink Champs crew. You know what I'm saying? They deserve it.
Y'all get drunk?
I don't drink.
Oh, okay.
I smoke though.
Oh, right.
I smoke. I don't drink no more.
Good for you.
If I was drinking, I'd probably be saying stupid shit like Akademiks still.
Yeah.
But nah, I don't drink no more. I smoke. And yeah, they smoke too.
Right.
Shout to Ching Lotto. You know?
I love it. I don't know if you saw, but Cardi B and JT from the City Girls were beefing on Twitter. They were just going back and forth.
Really?
It's a lot of tweets.
A lot of tweets?
A lot of tweets, yeah.
Mm.
They were just calling shots at each other.
Entertainment.
Yeah, true.
Hey, listen, man. Everybody, you know, at least it was on Twitter. At least they see each other in the club and it got to,
True.
You can air this shit out.
Right.
Let people see what's going on. You know what I'm saying? But I heard they, squashed that shit, right?
Yeah, they were talking about how they were already DMing, but yeah.
See, it was crazy. Like when I came up in hip hop, of course the Roxanne Shantays was going against the other Roxanne Shantae, but for the most part, like the female MCs all got along. Like they was doing records like Lady's Choice, you know what I'm saying, with Queen Latifah, Moni Love, you know what I'm saying, the whole Angie Martinez. I mean, then they did the joint with Angie Martinez and Lil' Kim. Like they was always making records together back when I came up. Like the females wasn't beefing. It was just cool.
That's interesting.
So I don't think they should be beefing now. Like what's the beef? Like everybody getting money. You're all winning for the most part. Like do records together. Like bring it together. But a cat fight is a cat fight. We all like to see a cat fight.
That's interesting because we were going to say there's a long history of top female rappers not getting along. For instance, Lil' Kim and Foxy Brown were beefing 20 years ago.
Right.
The beef eventually culminated.
New York wasn't big enough for the both of them.
Really?
No, it wasn't.
That's crazy.
But you know what? Because they was in the same lane. They was in the same lane. One was rocking with Big, one was rocking with Jay-Z. They was in the same lane. They sound alike. So of course there might be a little, you know what I'm saying? But I don't think Cardi B and JT, I don't think they sound alike or like there's like, what's the problem? I don't know.
Yeah, I feel like, they're both top of the game right now when it comes to female rap.
Right.
The city girls I feel like are super.
Everybody should get along, man,
Yeah.
Let's get along. Why not?
Yeah. Because the Lil' Kim and Foxy Brown, the beef eventually culminated in a shooting in front of Hot 97. Do you remember that?
Nah, I think I was on tour when it happened, but I'm going to keep it real. Foxy Brown and Lil' Kim, I would have to say I like both of them equally the same.
Absolutely.
Lyrically. They both got joints, they both hot. You know what I'm saying?
For sure.
I wouldn't say one is hotter than the other. Just like Jay-Z, Biggie, they both dope. Like I wouldn't, you know what I'm saying?
Right. That's crazy because I think it was Cardi. She said, "You forgot P tried to put me on with your writer." So how do you feel about these ghostwriters and,
Ghostwriters?
I don't know about ghostwriters, but songwriters in general maybe?
Ghostwriters been here
That's
from the
true.
first Hit It, the hip hop, it don't stop. That they didn't. Them dudes who performed that record, they didn't write it. The Sugar Hill Gang didn't write that record.
Crazy.
It was written by Grandmaster Caz and them dudes. I think I'm saying the right thing, but Ghostwriter's been here.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Ghostwriter's been here. As long as you make a hot record. Because at the end of the day, some ghostwriters can't perform it well. A lot of time people are ghostwriters because they can't perform it right. You know what I'm saying? Your biggest hip hop people that you love right now got ghostwriters. And your ghostwriter could just be a little 17-year-old dude in the studio, 15-year-old dude in the studio just feeding you shit, vibing with you. A kid might come in the studio and say a new word, right? And you take that word and run with it. He's your ghostwriter. He just, like, not knowingly, like, you just stole swag or whatever you took from this kid or whatever. So it's ghostwriters everywhere.
Damn.
Think about it.
Did you see recently Jadakiss said he actually hated ghostwriting for Diddy? Really hated ghostwriting for Diddy?
Well, if he got his publishing, I'm sure he wouldn't hate it.
That's what makes it worth it?
Well, that's what you ghostwrite for.
Right.
To get publishing. Because you're in the background, you write, you get your publishing, you feed your family. You know? You know, it's part of every rapper's process. Not every rapper, but most rappers got somebody in the studio rocking with them. And a lot of times people don't get credit for ghostwriting. So it's my man over here. He came in and said a line. Yo, I was just with the shorty at the store. Yo, she gave me a number like that. And you take that and you run with it like you just stole something. Like people ghostwrite all the time. A lot of people don't get credit. So if Jada got his publishing, I seen that nigga neck at the verses.
Oh, it was
real icy. So I'm sure his publishing is good.
I love it. Speaking of, we gotta talk about, hip hop took a huge loss. PnB Rock was murdered in Los Angeles. What was your reaction? Because I knew him personally and he just
I know I saw you. It's very sad. Very, very sad. It's a goddamn shame. Can't even eat chicken and waffles with your girl. Like,
right.
You know what I'm saying? It's just a shame, man. You know what I'm saying? And a waste of talent. Like, this dude works so hard to get where he's at. And then some fucking low-life motherfucker from out of nowhere just comes and take everything away. With that being said, it was just fucked up. But now I'm gonna say this too, though. You know, LA or anywhere in the world, people, like I told you, people out here, they not getting it. A lot of people don't have the opportunity to make a lot of money. And a lot of opportunities they see, they take it. That was the opportunity somebody saw and they took it. Now, the result was fucked up. You know what I'm saying? The result was fucked up. You just gotta know how to move, man. And it can happen to anybody, anytime. It just happened to him. It's fucked up, man. You know what I'm saying? I just hope that the people, who did that are held responsible. And that's all you can do, because he's not here no more. So all you can do is just like, what's next? Like that's fucked up.
Did you see the shooter is 17? He was arrested. His
17
dad,
years old. With his father. What a fucking father.
Getaway car.
What a fucking father. What a father.
Who's currently on the run.
No, he's got caught.
The father?
Yeah, they caught the father. What a father to have.
That's
to go robbing with your son and kill
right.
somebody. That's stupid. That's stupid. That's with your son. That's so fucking crazy. Like, bro, like really?
Like over a chain though. Like, I'm sorry. That's like.
It's just. I'm speechless.
Yeah.
There's nothing to say more. I just, hope his family, stay strong and deal with something like that, because I don't know if I could.
That's true.
That's just fucked up.
Right.
You know what I'm saying?
What did you think when people were like blaming his girlfriend for posting their location on Instagram?
I thought it was not right.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? She was there.
She watched him
Even
die.
if she did post it, like, come on, like.
Right. That's her baby daddy. They had a child together.
You know what I'm saying? Like she already dealing with that, and then now y'all like, it's your fault. So they throwing the guilt on her, to come to find out that those guys were already there. Mm-hmm. Or somebody saw, they wasn't on Instagram. Right. It wasn't that type of situation. And it seems like the police know a lot because they giving you the full story. So somebody's saying something. So just another sad day in hip hop.
I don't know if you saw, but Ice-T actually went on record saying why LA rappers don't wear a lot of jewelry. Did you see that?
Yeah.
What'd you think about that?
He's right. Yeah, you know what I mean? You can't walk around with jewelry on unless you are prepared to fight for it, die for it, or give it up. Every time you walk at your house, these are, because you never know. You're attracting that. But you could be fucking driving in a nice car. You could be walking with some nice sneakers on. It depends on how thirsty the nigga is that's robbing you. There's levels to the thirst. You got niggas that'll rob you for a pair of fucking designer shoes. Fuck a chain. Niggas will rob you for your pants. your clothes, your belt, your gold teeth. There's different levels to the thirst.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? But all that jewelry on in LA with no security, like nobody holding the door down, like just thinking you, nah. Don't let the palm trees and the calm breeze fool you out here. Shit is real.
That's literally, so Ice-T said, me, Snoop, Cube, Dre, Game, Kendrick, the list goes on. It's not because we're broke. LA is just a dangerous place, rapper or not.
The world is a dangerous place.
Why test the streets?
The world, not just LA though. The world is. There's thirsty motherfuckers everywhere. Yeah. New York? You get robbed in New York too?
Wow, yeah.
Philly, Chicago,
right.
Florida, wherever. Wrong place, wrong time.
Have you ever had an issue wearing jewelry?
Not me per se, but people that I've known, yeah. People get robbed all the time. You got to know how to get robbed though.
How do you get robbed?
Give it up.
Or wear
give it up.
Wear fake
there's an art to getting robbed. The art is give it up. When the gun is in your face, give it up. There's nothing else to say. You got to know how to get robbed. You know what I'm saying? Because you got to know how to rob a motherfucker, and the nigga on the receiving end got to know how to get robbed.
Right.
A fair exchange ain't a robbery. You gonna spend me my life, you can take the chain. I'm cool with that.
Damn.
Nigga throw the gun in your face. Nah, son, you got to kill. Bang. You know what I'm saying? It happens all the time. I don't know what happened in that situation, but I'm just saying, like, I've been in a situation where people I know just, they still here. You know what I'm saying? Like, get that up, man. Life is way more important than fucking anything. Because you could get that back.
Right.
You know, it's just sad, though. You know what I'm saying? Like, the young brother should be able to do what he want to do and wear his jewelry and he work hard for it. He should be able to do that.
Right.
But there's always going to be thirsty niggas. Just know that.
For sure. Is this a good time to segue to Kanye's White Lives Matter Yeezy shirts? I need your thoughts ASAP.
White Lives Matter.
A concept, right?
Black Lives Matter. Check this out. I got Rap Lives Matter. Straight up.
That's fire.
I got Rap Lives because you know what? All these rappers are dying. All these rappers are coming up, most from the hood. And it's worldwide. Nationwide, I would rather say, because overseas, it's different. But nationwide, rappers are dying. So Rap Lives Matter. Fuck all the other shit. Rap Lives Matter. You know what I'm saying? I already own a company. Me and my man been working on it for a minute. And we're gonna launch it in 2023. And we're going to be looking to do a lot of things with the youth. A lot of the rappers coming up. And, you know, Rap Lives Matter. But as far as Kanye West and the White Lives Matter thing, he just knows how to rattle the cage. He knows how to get people talking. You know what I'm saying? Of course, everybody lives matter. We know that. So but Black Lives Matter.
Right.
Like, what are you trying to like, my nigga, like, come on, stop playing. But his response was, it was a hoax. They took the money and ran with it, blah, blah, blah. But at the end of the day, Black Lives Matter. Because the message behind that is that Black people are getting and have been since, not the beginning of time, since the Europeans came here, we've been getting fucked up. All Black people, Native people, people of color. Black Lives Matter, yes. Because of that. And of course, the George Floyd situation kind of was the fuel behind the fire for that. The George, that because, but think about it. When they was saying Black Lives Matter, who was marching? white people,
Right.
right? Not saying black people wasn't marching, but white people was marching too for the movement. You know what I'm saying? So they agree, Black Lives Matter.
So what do you think his message was?
His message, he ain't got no fucking message. His message is to just fucking say, yo, I'm Kanye West. I gotta say stupid shit. Didn't I tell you early? People say stupid shit. Yeah, there you go. Just another nigga saying stupid shit. I say stupid shit. Not as much. Everybody say stupid shit. Right. He just knows how to say the stupid shit to make everybody talk about it. He might have a new sneaker dropping, something, I don't know. Something's up his sleeve.
Right. You think the Yeezy shades are cool?
The Yeezy shades?
Yeah, he got new shades.
How they see him? How they look?
They look like futuristic.
I know he had the first glasses with the shades in them. Remember it was like lines? Mm-hmm. Are they like that?
They just look more like goggles. Yeah. But did you see that interview he did about Gap and how he was like, why would I listen to anyone broker than me? That shit was funny. That shit was pretty funny.
Why would he listen to anybody broker than him?
Because he was talking about his deal with Gap.
Because somebody had to listen to him when he was broke.
That's true. That's very true. Wow.
He wasn't always not broke.
Right.
Somebody had to. So you gotta listen to niggas sometimes that's broker than you. Unless he would have never got a deal. So he can't think like that. Sometimes a nigga just need to look at the world from a different angle. Sometimes. But hey, Kanye West is that dude. You know, he's he does it his way, and that's that, you know.
Right.
I have nothing bad to say about Kanye West. He's brilliant. You know what I'm saying? He's a genius.
Right.
And to be a genius, you gotta be crazy.
That's facts.
That's it, facts. So let that man do him, and hopefully we'll work together. Kanye, I got some beats, nigga. We can do a beat battle. I got some shit, you know what I'm saying? So,
right.
You know, I'm on my beat shit crazy.
I love it.
The best underground producer right now. I don't give a fuck what nobody say.
I seen you in your producer bag.
Yeah. I'm in my bag right now, so yeah.
You like it better than rapping?
I have a passion for producing right now. You know what I'm saying?
Respect.
But I got a passion for rapping too. That's why I'm battling Cortez.
Let's talk about it.
Ain't nothing to talk about.
Oh, okay.
You zip that nigga up. You know what I'm saying? Straight up. URL Dilla sign, shout to Smack. You know what I'm saying?
That's dope.
So we don't know when we're gonna do it. We were supposed to do it actually October 8th, but a lot of shit was going on. Then I'm going on tour, so we're gonna get it done. You know what I'm saying? Shout to Cortez. Respect his handle. You know what I mean? He been putting it on for the culture for a minute. You know what I'm saying? We just gonna have a battle. We just gonna do what we do. Because the reason why is because I was battling Keith Murray years ago, and they asked him, yo, who you think is gonna win between Keith and Dro? He was like, I burned both of them niggas. I said, oh, really?
Confidence.
Right. Okay. I put that in my back pocket. So when I saw him, I said, yo, what up? It was all love, but I was like, yo, we got to battle, my nigga. He was like, what? I was like, we got to battle. You said that you can burn me. I don't think so. I just don't think so. I don't think you can burn me.
That's a statement.
That's all. And we're going to see.
Did you see, what's the movie called? On the Come Up?
On the Come Up?
Oh, wait, the one with, hold on. The girl from...
That's my life, the movie. That's me. I'm on a come up.
Yeah, it was Paramount Plus Sanaa Lathan from Love and Basketball. It was her director debut, but...
What was it about?
It was fire. It was about this girl that was battle rapping. I found out later that Rhapsody wrote her rhymes, but it was essentially her battle rapping, but like, and how much her struggle back in the home was, because obviously, you know, poverty. And her dad actually...
Oh, I think I seen the trailer.
Yo, you gotta watch it, Fredro.
Okay.
I saw it at Snoop's compound. He loved it. Like,
right.
And like, but essentially her dad was murdered because he was rapping about the gangster life when he wasn't a gangster, so it caught up to him. And then she found herself going that direction because this dude who Method Man plays the dude who tries to get her in these professional recording studios.
Right.
She makes a record talking about shooting people up when that's not what the life she lives.
Right.
She ends up getting, wow, I'm just spoiling it for everyone.
No,
But
no,
anyway,
don't spoil
you
it.
gotta watch
Don't
it.
spoil
You
it.
gotta
Don't
watch
spoil it.
it. You gotta watch
Don't spoil
it. It's fire.
That's dope. What's it called?
On the come up.
On the come up. I'm
Yeah.
working on a show with Nigel from American Idol.
Oh, okay. Oh, wait, really?
Yeah, so we met Nigel when we did Versus. And Nigel's mad cool. He saw the work ethic that we put in.
For sure.
And we formed a company together called Mad Global.
Okay.
And we're going to be working on TV shows together. And one TV show that we're working on is called Rap Your Ass Off.
Ooh.
So, we're looking, it's American Idol type of show. We're looking for new rappers. We got like different spins and little twists to it, so it's not like the other shows. But we want to focus on the talent. You see these other shows, they focus on the judges and not to discredit any other shows, but we want to focus on the talent. So it's called Rap Your Ass Off.
Okay.
You know what I'm saying? Shout out to my man Omar Iceman Sharif. My man Johnny Vegas, Sticky's part of it. Of course, and Nigel. And we're working on it. So, yeah.
That's dope.
Because, at this point in my career, I want to put the next, you know what I'm saying?
I respect that a lot.
Yeah, I'm looking for the next, what's going to happen next in hip hop. And to me, real rap is coming back. I think real rap, the rap that we came up on.
I hope so.
Exactly. And Rap Your Ass Off. We want to find the next Eminem. We want to find the next Jay-Z. We want to find the next superstar.
Right.
That's going to take it there. You know what I'm saying?
But don't you feel like there are so many talented people that can rap though?
Yes.
So who gets the shine? Who gets the platform? Who gets the limelight?
Once the show happens, the votes will come in.
Right.
And then we'll, because once you have a competition, you're going to go harder. So once you put these kids in a competition, their game is going to step up.
Right.
And then we want to let you see what these kids are going to, like you saying in Sanaa Lathan movie, her background, where these kids come from, where they started and where they're going. We're going to capture all of that.
For sure.
Yeah.
That sounds dope.
Yeah.
Did you see Tory Lanez is facing 24 years for allegedly shooting Megan Thee Stallion?
He's facing that much?
Yeah, he actually said it on an interview with Akademiks, ironically.
But he didn't shoot her, right?
You don't think he did?
I heard. I'm hearing so many different stories. I mean,
right. Who knows?
Well, I don't think he's gonna do that time.
He's been fighting it for 3 years, and he's been vocal about how much.
I don't think he's gonna do that time. I don't think so. I just,
the power that
toxic relationship, isn't it?
Yo,
I'm talking. Goddamn.
Yeah.
Gunshots.
Right. What if it was an accident though?
They should have said it was an accident. If it was an accident.
Right.
All we know is the gun went off. We don't know. That's all we know. So let's wait to see what happens. They're going to court, right? So let's see what happens, man. Pray for the whole situation. I don't want to see that brother in jail.
Right.
You know what I mean? Right. I like Tory Lanez.
Same.
I like Tory Lanez. He's got something, got that fire in him.
Right. Did you see Lil TJ was shot 7 times in New Jersey? They were trying to rob his chain. So,
like I said, that chain robbing shit can happen anywhere.
Right.
Good thing that brother pulled through.
Yeah, and he's so young and so talented. That was crazy. People were like, come on.
Trying to take his life for a chain.
Right.
I mean, I don't get it. Like, to the guys who's robbing for the chains, it's not smart. You're gonna get caught. It's not worth it. There's cameras everywhere. Like, even if you thought you were gonna rob somebody, you're gonna get caught. There's cameras fucking everywhere. That's not smart. Robbing niggas for change just ain't smart nowadays. Maybe 10 years ago, yeah. But not right now. Like, niggas is cameras everywhere. You know what I'm saying? Motherfuckers will rob you and then try to act like they want to do something smart. Oh, we robbed a nigga, we killed him. Yo, now let's burn the car. Now y'all niggas want to be smart and be detectives and burn the evidence. How about not robbing a nigga in the first place?
Right.
That would have been the smartest thing to do, stupid. Now y'all want to burn the car and run and hide the murder evidence and all this. Now y'all want to be smart. Now y'all motherfuckers is fucking law and orders and professionals now.
Right.
How about not robbing a nigga in the first place? That's the smartest thing to do.
Right.
Stupid. Rob a nigga for a chain. Like, come on, man. Who does that? That shit is stupid. The kid who robbed TJ for the chain, he got caught, right? Yes, of course he did. You ain't about to answer the question.
Right.
There's cameras everywhere.
Facts.
If it ain't a camera in your face from a camera phone, there's a camera up right there looking at you, stupid. And they will track that camera all 5 blocks. The world is the big brother's watching.
Right. I agree. Did you see Ludacris's manager, Shaka Zulu, was charged with murder?
That's crazy. I saw that. I don't know the
video.
situation, but that's crazy.
There's a video of 5 men attacking.
So stand your ground. You think
he
from
got
your
shot
opinion?
Himself.
From your opinion? I mean, you said you saw the video. I didn't see the video.
Oh, I didn't.
I know Shaka for years.
Have you? Wow.
I mean, I don't know him like I don't speak to the nigga, but I know him. You know what I'm saying? I see him. What up?
Right.
You know, we've been in the game for a long time, so it's just crazy. Shit, crazy.
Like what?
Did you see the video?
No.
Oh, I didn't see the video either. So, I mean, yeah, you got to back a nigga down. You got to back a nigga down. I don't know.
Right. Crazy. Antonio Brown exposed himself to a woman in the pool in Dubai.
He's a great football player.
Is he?
Yeah, hell yeah. AB?
Yeah.
AB that nigga.
You know he raps now.
Yeah, he that nigga. AB that nigga.
Do you see him playing in the NFL again?
He's better than a lot of these other motherfuckers still. These niggas can't even catch half of these motherfuckers getting paid millions of dollars dropping shit. I just think he's over that shit. Football is a very brutal sport. He seems like he's chilling, you know what I mean? In Paris, runway, chilling with Kanye, Balenciagas, all this shit. Like, he's a superstar. Yeah. He don't gotta play football no more. He took his brand and he most football players, you don't know who the fuck they are. They wear helmets. A football player could walk by you, you don't even know who the fuck they are. He's not one of those dudes. You know who the fuck he is. So he did something right. He made himself famous. A lot of, so more power to him. If he want to fucking go in the pool with no fucking clothes on and let him do what he got to do, man. He's fucking rich and, hey, that's what rich motherfuckers do.
What do you think? What do you think of people? What do you think of athletes who rap? Who start rapping?
Athletes that rap or just
athletes who, I mean, you have Damian Lillard.
Yeah.
A lot of people.
A lot of rappers play sports too.
That's true.
So we do. Niggas from the hood, we play sports and we rap. That's what most black people rap. You know what I'm saying? Like, for real. 5 out of 10 black people rap. That's the ratio.
That's funny.
Maybe 6.
Right.
Because all black people rap. Even if you're a black dude from suburbs and you speak like, you're gonna still know how to rap. You just got the corny bullshit rap. You got the suburb rap. But all black people rap. So all black people play basketball, right?
Right.
All play football. So it's whatever, man,
Real quick, DaBaby claims he's blackballed after only selling 17K copies of his new album. I don't know if you saw it, but there's a viral tweet that someone said, DaBaby is not blackballed. He just hasn't evolved musically in the last 3 years. People got bored of him, that's all.
Shout out to DaBaby, man. You know what I'm saying? DaBaby was killing him. Blackball, I don't know. Could be. He went against the grain. We all know what with that thing he did. And could be. But at the end of the day, he had a great run. So, he's going to continue to have a great run because, like I said, hip-hop is forever. He'll be doing shows for the next 20, 30, 40, 50 years, whatever. He got to some hits in the game. He be all right. Rich nigga problems. He be all right. You know, because if you didn't solidify yourself in the game and make hits and have great, what was his run, 5 years? Then I would be mad. He ain't got nothing to be mad at. You know what I'm saying? He good. He got some good records. It's that.
Did you think it have anything to do with his homophobic?
That's what I just said.
Oh, okay.
He went against the grain. Could be.
Right.
Maybe. Who knows?
Ime Udoka suspended for 1 year by the Celtics for affair with a staff member. One of the women he had an affair with was a travel agent who worked with his girlfriend, Nia Long. I hate men. I hate men. Like, you got people like that representing y'all. I just
What do you mean, y'all? Whoa, wait.
My bad.
Y'all?
I just hate
you
cheaters.
can't categorize all men because of what he did.
So sorry.
Don't do that.
I'm so sorry.
Listen.
My bad.
That incident was his thing. I don't know what happened. You know, it happened and he's suspended. What is he gonna do? They didn't fire him. Boston is a great team though.
Yeah, I heard he got them.
He's a good coach, I guess.
Yeah.
I mean, things happen and
That's messy though, Fredro.
very messy.
That's messy as
Very
fuck.
messy, very messy. But, believe me, when you work in certain places, things like that happen. You know how many movie sets people fall in love on and how many, you go to work, these girls, like, you'll be around somebody, it can happen, So let's just hope the Boston Celtics can go far. I don't know. Fuck. I don't even like, Boston, I got a lot of niggas from Boston, man. Shout out to my man Marky. Shout out to Boston Rob. I like Boston Celtics. Let's hope they can do something without that coach. You know what I'm saying? Jason Tatum is a beast. I always liked Jason Tatum. I always thought he was going to be a superstar when he was at Duke. You know what I'm saying? So I like Boston.
For sure.
I think they'll be all right without a coach. You know what I'm saying? Nia Long, pray for the lady. Hope she gets the bag.
I'm dead. All right, so I don't know if you saw, but Vlad went viral on Twitter recently for his video game tweet. He said, as an adult, playing video games for long periods of time is a form of depression. If you don't believe me, ask yourself this. Think about the 100 greatest moments of your life. Do any of those moments include video games? Probably not, and this comes from a lifetime gamer. It got 23 million impressions, 14,000 replies. Kevin Durant, Ocho Cinco, a bunch of major gamers replied.
I don't play video games.
Oh, me neither.
So.
Yeah.
But I used to play video games, but I just it's big business, and it's something that can consume you because it's entertainment. It's fun. It looks great. And you get some people, when you're a gamer, you're good at it. Mm-hmm. You know what I mean? So when you're good at something, you want to keep doing it. I've just never gotten to gaming. I'm just more into like weed, making beats and shit like that.
I respect that. I respect that a lot.
What I'm saying? But my kids, my sons, they gonna be gamers, man. Look out for Princeton and Brighton, man. They gonna be some gamers coming up, straight up.
So did you game as a kid then?
As a kid, yeah, I played Metroid and played all of when I came up, it was Sega Genesis, Atari.
I've heard about that.
You heard. I'm from the Atari era, the Genesis era, ColecoVision. You know what I'm saying? That's it. Then after that, it was hip hop, and I just was in the streets, and I didn't really get into the gaming thing. But you can get paid for playing video games now, so it's different. When I came up,
that's wild.
You can get paid for gaming and Twitch. You can go on Twitch and do all that shit. So it's different, and I definitely want my kids to be involved in that world because they play games. So why not let them be gamers and YouTubers and shit like that? That's just the world we're living in.
Great segue into, did you see, what's his name? Andrew Tate is banned from YouTube, Facebook, Instagram, and TikTok.
Who's Andrew Tate?
He's like this influencer, but this shit is crazy. He's a self-described success coach.
So why he's banned from all social media?
He used to be an athlete, I think.
Black or white?
for I can't say this word, misogynistic advice.
Oh.
He's white,
Oh.
but he had like a crazy following.
So he's shut down?
Yeah.
Wow. Open his own website.
The only thing he has left is Twitch, which has 50,000 followers.
He can open up his own website.
He had 4.7 million followers on Instagram. YouTube banned his channel. So this is one of the claims he said. Are you ready? 18 and 19-year-old women are more attractive because they have been to the club and had less sex than 25-year-olds. Why would you even say something like that is my question. Like what? Yeah, that shit is weird.
What? He said they're more attractive?
So yeah, because they have been to the club and had less sex than 25-year-olds. I don't understand that.
That's weird. Like,
right?
How could you make that? And like, what the fuck is?
Why is that a thing?
Like, who says that? Says shit like that?
Yeah.
But I don't think that's nothing to ban him for. It's just opinion.
I think this is that was the last straw.
Oh.
Or he just says crazy shit. But also, I'm wondering, his whole like career, I would say, is social media. So it's like, when you take away Facebook, Instagram, and YouTube, that's like, I don't know. That's interesting.
Yeah, you taking his bag away.
Yeah.
So you have to just do something else. I'm sure if he opened up a website, everybody would flock to whatever he has to say. You know what I'm saying? Like, and he can just do it on his own and just get all the fucking money. I never heard of him. Yeah. So I guess I guess I've been under a rock.
Nah, I haven't heard of him either.
You never heard of him?
No.
Oh, okay. So what the fuck you bring that nigga name up for?
Because I just think it's crazy that these major platforms are banning him.
Shit, they took Boosie shit down how many times?
Oh.
You know what I'm saying?
That's funny.
Instagram always taking his shit.
Right.
He always coming at Mark Zuckerberg and all that shit. So they, me personally, I don't think they should shut anybody's shit. Everybody should be able to do what they want to do.
But then Instagram would be a wild playground.
Fuck it.
You like that shit?
Yeah, let it be wild. Fuck it. Let me stop. Nah, you got to have some merit in what you're doing. Like, it has to be some type of.
Absolutely.
But for saying shit, I think it's it should be freedom of speech.
Right.
You know what I'm saying?
For sure.
Yeah.
Would you be okay if you were banned off Instagram? Do you care about it that much?
Don't ban me. I ain't say nothing. I ain't did nothing. Don't ban me.
Right.
Shit. I'm a good old boy.
Man, why? Did you see what's happening in Iran right now?
Iran?
Right? I heard some girl took her mask off and they shot her. And so now they're all protesting.
Wow.
Isn't that wild?
I think my man Tehran is a comedian. He's half black, he's half Iranian, I think. And I followed his page and I saw some protesting there. The world it's always gonna be fucked up shit going on worldwide, man. You just gotta deal with this shit.
But that's actually crazy. They killed her for taking her veil off.
Why?
It's like against the government.
Wow.
And then I think there was religion involved as well.
Wow.
But this caused a huge protest. So all the girls were taking their veils off. And like 20 people got killed or some shit.
Word? 20 girls?
Right? I gotta fact check that, but I know it was like 15 to 20. But like, that's terrible.
It's terrible, man. Wars and shootings and just, it's always gonna be conflict.
Like, bring your child into the world.
Everybody just needs to smoke fucking weed, bro. Like, just, everybody
Is that the solution?
Yes. This should just be weed pumped into the universe. Just weed clouds just pumping into the fucking atmosphere and just people just fucking chilling.
Some people are like, oh, weed makes me paranoid.
Yeah, well, yeah. This is too much shit going on. Everybody needs to relax. Relax, chill. Smoke some weed, smoke some weed, drink some tea, have a fucking nice day. Damn.
I know, that shit's crazy. Okay. Quavo and Takeoff announced new album without Offset. Allegedly, Migos are broken up now.
Well, we knew that was gonna happen.
Do we? How?
Isn't Son with Cardi B?
Yeah.
He's not in the group no more, right?
Uh-huh. What did that have to do with Cardi B?
There's a lot to do with her. Probably. Right? He's married. He's in a relationship. He got kids. He's with her more. He's not with them.
Oh,
He's going that way. They're going that way. You know?
Right.
So yeah, of course. And she got the biggest bag.
Right. Got
So,
a bag and fix my teeth.
you know, groups don't last forever. They're not meant to last forever. Well, I can't say that.
I was gonna say
the
Mr.
Wu-Tang
Onyx
last night.
And Onyx.
Onyx, yeah. No, one of the members of Onyx is not with Onyx.
Oh, right.
Sun C is not with us. He's with us, but he's not rocking with the group. So, you know, Outkast, Fugees, the Fat Boys broke up, Run DMC. Matter of fact, Run DMC is gonna they broke up, but they're gonna be doing another show. The final show Run DMC is doing in I think in March. I just did the Run DMC documentary.
Oh.
So I noticed.
That sounds dope.
Yeah, the Run DMC documentary is coming out. That should be dope. Eminem's in it. Ice Cube and Jam Master Jay's kids are in the documentary. I'm in it. Right. Because I shared some cool moments with Run DMC. You know what I'm saying? Being in the game with Jam Master Jay. We got to go on tour with Run DMC. That was our first tour. So we got to learn and share some special times with those dudes. So, that documentary is coming out.
How hard is it to keep a group together?
It's very hard. Egos, love, people fall, people go in different directions. Being in a group is like being married to a situation, married to your business. Like, everybody has to come together, and the Beatles broke up. No groups. I mean, it's very rarely
that's crazy
that groups really last. You can go your separate ways and come back later.
True.
And
make it a big deal.
Make it a big deal. Go solo, and that's cool because mostly people that were in a group were solo artists first. Like I was a solo artist, Stick was a solo artist, and we came together. How many Wu-Tang members went solo and did solo albums? Most of them. So you're always a solo artist because you are yourself. Mm-hmm. No matter what, you are solo. Even though you're in a group, you're solo first.
For sure.
You know what I'm saying?
A$AP Rocky speaks out about the viral mosh pit photo and said that shit is not funny.
I want to talk about this A$AP Rocky shit because we started Slam, Onyx. Like, we started the mosh pit shit, right?
Literally.
We pioneered with the mosh pit shit. And like I said, we're working on a documentary called Mosh Pits and Hip Hop. And so A$AP Rocky gets crushed, basically, in the mosh pit. I went through a similar situation. I was in Russia, and I jumped in the mosh pit, and it was like crazy. 5,000 people. Everybody knew I jumped in the mosh pit, and I didn't, I landed on my feet. So I was standing with everybody. I wasn't being held up. So when you're standing in the mosh pit, everybody knew I was there, and they all wanted to get towards me. So I couldn't breathe.
I'm claustrophobic. That sounds terrible.
I almost fainted.
Oh, wow.
Right? There was one big Russian dude. And I'm like, when A$AP Rocky was like, help, help, I was doing the same shit. I was like, help. I couldn't breathe. So one dude saw that. He grabbed me and kind of protected me and raised me up.
Wow, shout out to him.
Almost fainted on stage. But when I got back to the stage, I laid out on stage for 10 minutes. Just laid out I couldn't breathe. So when that shit happened to A$AP Rocky, I was like, yo, that same shit happened to me. So I knew what he was going through. That shit is serious.
Right.
It's real down there. I'll never jump in the mosh pit ever again since that incident. And I advise him not to do that shit either. But like you said, we pioneered this shit. Onyx, Cypress Hills, Run DMC kind of made the segue with the Aerosmith record, and Rick Rubin kind of pioneered the sound with the hip hop rock shit. But we were the first guys come out with a record called Slam, and you still see dudes like Lil Uzi Vert, A$AP Rocky, Tyler, the Creator, all these dudes still influence that culture. You go to their shows, the mosh pits are still in effect. You know, shout to Extension. He was jumping from fucking 20 feet, fucking off the top shit, crazy shit. The documentary that we doing is gonna go back and give you the real shit. Cause it really started with some niggas called Bad Brains from Washington, D.C.
Really?
Yeah. They were the first guys who really started that CBGB shit wilding the fuck out in Soho.
Wow.
Lower East Side in Manhattan. I've been doing my research on this shit. I've been living this shit for the last 2 years because we've been doing a documentary. But when I saw that A$AP Rocky shit, that's definitely going in the documentary. I said that to Ryan Pinkle. Shout to Ryan Pinkle. I said that, I was like, yo, this gotta be in the documentary. It's gonna always be here.
That's crazy.
Yeah.
Man, I'm glad you could relate to him.
Yeah.
Miss go back in jail for alleged rape, held without bond.
Wow. Now, I was just talking to my man about that. First time we was riding with the nigga, like, can't be true. Second time, we was like, can't be true. Third time, niggas is like, yo, man, I can't support this nigga no more.
That's crazy.
The third time, the support went out.
Right.
The hood ain't supporting this shit no more. It's like, my nigga, third time. We was riding with you, my nigga. Like, second time niggas is, third time niggas like, man, I'm done with that nigga.
Did y'all have a friendship?
I don't know him. I'm just saying, like, outside.
I hear you.
You know, hip-hop support for my brother, hip-hop support for my hip-hop brother, the hip-hop community. I'm speaking for the whole hip-hop community. I know I'm right. I know I'm right. The niggas is like, yo, deal with that shit.
Right.
Just like R. Kelly, deal with that shit. You don't get our support no more. This is a rap. Love is love.
Right.
But the support, you know.
For sure. Did you see Fabio Foreign called out Mace after signing him for $5K?
I think we talked about this too, but hey.
Did we?
Yeah,
Did we?
I think we talked about this. But hey, like he said, when he signed for that $5K, he didn't have $5 in his pocket. Remember I was saying $5 could be $1 million to some people at the right time. You know what I mean? You know, once your money up, of course it looks like, oh, 5,000, I wasn't. But when you needed it, like I said, nobody puts a gun in nobody's head to do any deal. If you sign a bad deal, you just got to get a good lawyer to get out of it. You knew it was bad going into the deal, and we all signed bad deals, and we all knew it was a bad deal, and we still signed because we said we'll fix it later. Why? Because we needed that deal and that money at the time. You know what I'm saying? We don't have trust funds and shit like that. We gotta get it, you know, on our own.
Right. Sometimes
it's you do fucked up deals because it's better than what you had.
For sure. Real quick, Vi did an interview with Teddy Riley, who essentially said some of Michael Jackson's vocals on his posthumous Michael album are fake.
I believe that shit.
Really?
Yeah. You know how many motherfuckers can sound like Michael Jackson? There's a lot of Michael Jackson imitators that they could just find, going in, nobody will never know. Right?
Right.
You know? So I believe him. If anybody knows, he knows. Because he produced the album.
Yeah.
So why would he lie and say it's not true?
Right.
Yeah,
I think he was hesitant on letting that information.
Well, certain things, why not? Fuck it. He's the producer. It's been a long time. Why not?
Give me the tea.
Why not? Spill the tea. Fuck it.
Right.
Was Michael Jackson first? You said his background vocals, right? Mm-hmm. But was the lead vocal his? Probably. That's all that matters. Because if he would have been like, yo, the lead vocal was another, some nigga named, then they would have been like, word? But background vocals, whatever. Who gives a fuck?
Is that? Let me hear your Michael Jackson impression.
Michael Jackson, man. Michael Jackson had us running around and fucking. Back in the days we used to wear Chinese slippers and shit. And that's what we was doing, the moonwalk with the Chinese slippers and shit, because they was like real slippery. So Michael Jackson was the culture back in the days. We didn't have hip hop. Like I saw hip hop being born. Michael Jackson we was dressing like that nigga, tight pants, Then hip hop came.
Right.
Then that Michael Jackson shit was over. Like the way we was dressing. But, he was influencing the youth back in the days. I was influenced by him back in the days. The way he dressed, not the way he talked and walked. We didn't get that part, but
That's funny. But yeah, real quick, people compare Lil Durk and NBA YoungBoy's beef to Biggie and Tupac. What are your thoughts on that?
They beefing? What they beefing about?
Just, I think street politics.
It is what it is, man. Niggas gonna always be beefing. It's gonna always be that. Hip hop is the only genre of music where two successful brothers can beef and kill each other. And it's okay. The Biggie Tupac shit should be a lesson, and the lesson is not learned. You bad enough got thirsty niggas trying to rob you for your jewelry. Bad enough chicks is trying to rob you, set you up, get pregnant, whatever. Bad enough you got to deal with this. And then you want to beef with a nigga. Why don't y'all do records together? Why don't y'all do tours together? Because that's smarter to me.
Right.
If Biggie and Tupac was to do a tour, imagine Biggie and Tupac was beefing. They say, yo, you know what? Let's stop beefing, go on tour. That tour would have probably been the highest growing tour ever.
Wow.
But they let it go to where they not here no more. Like, come on now. Come on, man. What's to be beefing about? Y'all all got a fan base. Y'all all making money. All young brothers. Y'all doing good. And y'all want to beef? It don't need to be like that. To me.
Was hip-hop more or less violent during your heyday?
It's always been violent. It's always been violent. But I think today there's just more hip-hop artists because there's more, and I just think there's more violence. There's more guns, definitely. And, we came out with Throw Your Guns. That was our first record. In a way I feel responsible. Not responsible, but I feel like we was the first to really talk that gun rap shit. Like we started this shit, if you think about it. Like not started it, but like who was talking about guns on records before Onyx? NWA? But like East Coast, like it was throw your guns in the air and buck like you just don't care. We started that.
Right.
And now you got all these other niggas talking about my gun clap. We was part of that resurgence on the East Coast. And I wish I could take it back.
Do you?
Yeah.
Damn. That's...
You know what I'm saying? Like, but when we made Throw Your Guns, to emulate how the Jamaicans in a party, they'd be like, boop, boop, boop. They'd be in a party, having a good time. They throw the guns in the air and shooting in the air. We didn't mean to shoot somebody. That was never the intention when we made the record Throw Your Guns. We never said, throw your guns and shoot somebody. It was throw your guns in the air and buck like you just don't care. That's what was the message. And I hope people see it as that. But yeah, we was talking about guns and music. It shouldn't be guns shooting people, man. Artists shouldn't be killing each other. When we do NBA YoungBoy Little Durk tour.
Right.
You know what I'm
Make
saying?
some
Let's
money
get
together.
Jay Prince to get that shit started, man. Let the OG, you know what I mean? It makes sense.
Right. Man, speaking of, Jay Prince says if Tupac signed to Rap-A-Lot Records, he would still be alive.
Probably.
Wow.
Probably.
That's crazy.
Because he probably would have came at it like, yo, You and Biggie need to cut that bullshit out, man. Y'all get together and be cool with each other. Like I'm saying, you know, sensible shit. And y'all get the bag together. That's probably what he was thinking when he said that. Cause he's a businessman. He's a smart, level-headed brother. I met Jay Prince before. Showed me a lot of love, a lot of respect, knew who I was. And yeah. So that's smart. I believe that. Probably.
That's crazy to think about.
Yeah, because Suge wasn't coming at it like that. It was, you know, Suge was coming at it the wrong way.
Yeah. Damn. Did you see people were mad at your response to not buying McDonald's for your kids' siblings?
What? So? Why would they be mad? So be mad. You could be mad at my response, but I'm not buying no kids McDonald's. No. Like I said, they not getting that shit. Fuck that.
Even though it's
McDonald's, chicken nuggets, Burger King, none of that. No. Kids gonna be hungry.
Right. That's funny. Designer calls out ESTG for charging him $75K for a feature. He says you're hot garbage. Is it wrong for artists to charge a lot for features when they're hot?
$75,000 is a lot to charge for a feature. He should have respected designer and not charged them. Maybe they could have made a record that it could have made them millions of dollars. So you letting $75 stop y'all from making something, because designer probably has a bigger record than he has, right? I mean, Panda's the fucking, I like ESTG, I like that kid. But
Inspire.
Panda's, that record is on another level.
Yeah.
So, you know what I'm saying? That shit probably is close to 1 billion views and
He's
shit.
so sick of that song too.
You know what I'm saying? So, you know, but when you hot, you hot. If you can charge 75 and get it from a nigga, get it. But I think that they should have just did a dope record together. Outside looking in. But that's none of my fucking business.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? It is a business.
What's the most you charge for a feature?
Shit. Whatever they got. The most I charge for a feature?
Yeah. Or most you got for a feature, but both were, most you charge.
It depends. Like, I look at soundtracks for movies like a feature. So, you know, the Save the Last Dance soundtrack, I got $100K for one record.
Ooh.
So that's like a feature.
Let's go.
You know what I'm saying?
Right.
I like those numbers.
Right. Real quick, obviously, Coolio passed away recently.
Oh, yeah, man.
At 59. Did you ever meet him?
I met Coolio, yes. I met Coolio here and there, you know, seeing some shows. Sad, man. Another sad day in hip-hop. But I'm going to say one thing about Coolio. Coolio lived his life to the fullest. So if he died at 59, he got 59 years worth of living. Because every time I saw him, it was always positive energy. Always was feeling the vibe. And from he was living his life, man. You know what I'm saying? So sometimes people live their life and they're not really living. They're like living their life, going to work every day, just not living their life, just, you know. One thing about rappers, we live our life, most of us. You know, we have fun. To the day we die, we have fucking fun. And I'm sure to the day he died, Coolio was having fun. He wasn't in a corner somewhere fucking sad, depressed. Motherfucker was a rap star. One of the biggest fucking records in rap history. Talking about billion views. Gangsta Paradise is past the billion.
Right.
He lived his fucking life. So rest in peace to Coolio. You know what I'm saying? He's in Gangsta's Paradise right now. Chilling.
Right.
He said it, Gangsta's Paradise. That was his record.
59
he
is
finally
young.
made it.
59 is young though.
He finally made it. It's young if you're not, it's young, it's not really young. It's young, but he lived his life is what I'm saying.
Okay.
Respect. You know, I think he had a full life.
Yeah.
And that's what means something.
For sure. Respect.
Of course, we will definitely want him another 50 years to be here.
Right.
His family will want him to be here another 50 years, of course.
I haven't been thinking like that with the Gangsta's Paradise. That's perspective.
Yeah, he's in Gangsta's Paradise, man.
That's crazy.
You know what I'm saying?
Wow.
You know, Rest in peace to Coolio.
For sure.
No?
Absolutely.
You know, me personally, I want to be here a long time, but not long enough to where I can't wipe my ass. Straight like that.
Damn.
You know what I'm saying? Like, I want to get old. I want to older, but I want to go out like me.
Mm-hmm.
Coolio went out like him. He went out like Coolio.
Right. For sure. Man, well, I know you got the Australian tour coming up.
Yeah, man. Australian tour coming up, man. We promoting our own shows over there. So make sure y'all buy tickets at onyxhq.com/tour. We got the merch, tickets. Yeah. Going to see some kangaroos. You know what I'm saying? Might box the kangaroo or something.
I
You'll
love
see a
that.
koala bear. You know what I mean? And see what Australia has to offer. And we got another tour. We going to Germany. Going to Germany, a few days in Spain. So, you know, hip hop is always been good to us. Always selling our shows out, merch is selling. We all right, man. Onyx is good.
I love that.
You know what I'm saying?
Anything else you're excited for?
That's it, man. Like I said, rap your ass off. We putting something together with Nigel and
That's dope.
that's it, man. You know, looking for the next 10 rappers. Then we're gonna do Sing Your Ass Off.
Damn.
Then we're gonna do Dance Your Ass Off. Fight Your Ass Off. So it's our brand that we're working on with Nigel. So that's very, very important to me. Nigel is he's a big guy out here. You know what I'm saying? So 2 big brands are coming together, and I'm sure that we're gonna give you some dope shit for entertainment. We're gonna come with something dope.
Entertainment, man.
Yes, it's gonna be dope.
Entertainment. I
Yeah.
love it. Man, well, thank you. You know we love you here.
Yeah. And before we go, I'm dropping a solo album, 2 solo albums. Legends Corner with J Wex, and my album is called Jazz. You know what I'm saying? That I produce all the tracks. That's coming out too. So 2 solo albums. I've been putting in my work. And we got an Onyx album called Worldwide coming out. That's coming out too. Yeah.
Worldwide.
Yeah.
Because that's what Onyx is.
Well, this album has over 20 different countries on one album.
Oh, wow.
So what we did was like every song is like we did a song with guys from Serbia. We did a song with guys from Greece. We did a song with guys from Italy. We did it Poland, Africa. So you hear all these different voices on the album. It's kind of crazy. Like I don't think nobody's ever done an album like that.
Right.
You know, because and these guys that we doing records with, these guys are dope in their own markets. They're killing it.
Hell yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So Worldwide is coming out. Symphonic distribution. We have a deal through Symphonic distribution. And that's that.
I love it. Thank you. We love you.
Love is love.
Hey.
Brat!
Frat.